boys and girls. So we're making the video for the week of May 4th through May 8th, okay? So in that video, in this video, we'll be talking about some of these skills that you're going to work on. So the first one I want to talk to you about is reading. So remember, we're still working in this book. So your next story is going to be called A Southern Ranch. So the question of the week is, why do we treasure special places? So remember that in this reading book, every story is about a different thing to treasure. So we're going to be talking about treasuring places, okay? So here's our poem that we always do, and it's called Favorite Special Places. Let me read it as a poem first. Favorite places are so special. They're familiar too. Favorite places make us smile. There's so much we can do. A place can make a great impression, a treasure oh so true. That's why we're always going to go there. What fun for me and you. So the word familiar means that it's known to you. So maybe it's some place that you go often, so you're very familiar with it, means you know it well, okay? And over here it says, if something makes a great impression, that means that, that was really good. I really like that. It leaves you with a good feeling. So that's what a great impression is. If a person makes a great impression, that means that they were nice, you liked something about them. So it's the same thing with a place, okay? So this poem goes with the song, I've Been Working on a Railroad. So I know you know this song. So I'm going to do it first, and then I'm going to do it again, and please join in. So ready? It says, favorite places are so special. They're familiar too. Favorite places make us smile. There's so much we can do. A place can make a great impression, a treasure oh so true. That's why we're always going to go there. What fun for me and you. So can you try it? Excuse me, can you try it with me now? So here we go, ready? Favorite places are so special. They're familiar too. Favorite places make us smile. There's so much we can do. A place can make a great impression, a treasure oh so true. That's why we're always going to go there. What fun for me and you. So, if you were in class, we would have had on the board a web. And in the middle of the web, it would have said, my favorite place. But since you're not here, this is something that you're going to think about for our Zoom meeting next week, or you can share it on our Facebook page. So, share a place that you treasure. So, it may be, maybe it's a room in your house. Maybe your bedroom is the place that you treasure. Maybe it's a place in your yard. Maybe you have a tree house or a little play area outside that you really treasure. Maybe it's a park that you like to go to. It could be a relative's house, so maybe you like to go to a cousin's house or a Vavoo's house. Maybe it's a vacation place that you went to and you really loved it and you would like to go back again. So, besides telling us what the place is, make sure you give us the why. Why do you treasure that place, okay? So that's our big idea. So in the story, the author obviously treasures ranches. So maybe they like cowboys and cattle and riding horses, and maybe they like how cowboys dress with their hats and their boots. So that's what your story is going to be about this week, okay? So before we go any further, Mrs. Souza and I are going to switch places, and she's going to go over reading words with you, okay? Okay.
Okay, hi boys and girls. I'm going to show you, we're going to do a review, okay? So all I'm going to do is show you the word and you're going to say it, okay? Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to show you the new words, but this time I'm going to say it, okay? So your first word is above. Touch. 8. This is the number 8, not like you ate food, okay? Moon. Laugh.
That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one.
Okay.
Yeah, And one more time.
Okay, now I'm going to do it one more time and say it, okay? Above. Touch. 8. The number 8. Moon. Laugh. Okay? So those are your new words.
And they'll be in their package, okay?
They'll be in your packet of work, okay?
So we're going to switch places.
Okay.
Okay, boys and girls, so with your reading story, The Southern Ranch, and make sure you read it at least 3 times. If you want to read it once with your parents and take turns reading pages, or let them read it to you first, but make sure that you have to read it yourself at least 2 times. So in your packet, you're going to see one paper that just has to do with your reading words. So see, this one they're giving clues and you pick the word, and on the back you read the sentence and you pick the word. So you know how to do this one, okay? So on the other one, it's a story that uses your reading words, and the name of the story, I wrote it and I broke it apart into syllables, Montana. So Montana is one of our 50 states in the United States. So your story's getting a little bit longer now. So once again, there may be a couple of words in here that are tricky that you might need to get help with, like California. That's a big word, okay? And you're going to see the word Montana a lot in the story. And then you're going to answer the questions that go with it. So remember that the check marks mean that the answer is definitely in the story. So this story is all about important details. So now on the back, you really, really need to do some more writing, okay? So this says, here's your question which goes with your story. It's number 5 when you do the questions with your family. Tell how ranch hands keep the herd together. So if you go to pages 136 and 137, you'll see 3 ways, but we're asking you to tell us 2 ways. So don't forget that even though they're telling you what pages to go to, don't copy from the book. You can read it, shut the book, and put it in your own words. So you got to tell us 2 ways, okay? Try to say it in your own words. And don't forget about restating the question. 2 ways that ranch hands keep the herds together are, and then you finish it. Okay, and don't forget about your rubric here. Okay, so your complete details means that you did in fact tell at least 2 ways. And guess what? If you want to tell all 3, you go right ahead. Okay, but I'm asking for 2. Okay, so that's it on reading, okay? So I'm going to move on to the next subject. So you may want to end the video there if you're going to do reading, and then pick it up for the next one. So of course we got mixed up. So hold on 1 minute. Yeah, all mixed up. Yep, I don't know what happened. Okay, so we got 2 right here. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to work on are our sounds for the week. Your sounds for the week, okay? So I'm just going to put these down because I'm getting confused here. We start so organized and then we get unorganized. Okay, so what we're going to be working on this week are the long O sound spelled with an O-A and an O-W. So we did O-E says O because remember, when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking and says his own name, and the second one is quiet. Okay? And we'll talk about this one after. So I'm going to write some O-A words on the board. So here we go. So this is boat, boat, coat, loaf, like a loaf of bread. Okay, that's what loaf means. Okay, road. Now this kind of road is a street. So we did the other kind of road. I'll put it down here, right here. This one meant that you rode something, like you rode a horse or you rode a bike. But this road is a street, okay? Road. And here's your next one. Soap. Okay, so let's say these one more time. Boat, coat, loaf, road, soap. So now we're going to move over to our, excuse me 1 minute, OW. So OW is like EA. It's a little tricky because let me put an example. So look at these 2 words. Okay, they can say bow or they can say bow. So you have to pay attention to the sentence. So if the sentence said, Mom put a pretty yellow blank in my hair, did she put a pretty yellow bow in your hair or a pretty yellow bow? Do you see? Or the sentence might say, after she sang a song, everybody clapped and she took a... Did she take a bow or did she take a bow? So of course you would say bow, right? Okay, so we want the OW that says O, okay? That's messy, I'm just going to bow. So that's the one we want this week, bow, okay? So the next one, row. The next word is snow. Snow. And blow. And okay, so first of all, what do you notice about bow, row, snow, blow? I hope you said they rhyme, because they do. They have the same middle and ending. Bow, row, snow, blow. So now we get a little bigger. So here we go. So you should know this word. Yellow. Yellow, the color. And how about this? So there's a little word in here. So first I see this word, ill. Then if I put a P on it, I see another word, pill. And then I'm going to put O-W, pillow. So you also see the word low in it, okay? Pillow. So I know this one's a little small, but bow, low, snow, below, yellow, and pillow. And guess what? These are also your spelling words. So now, Mrs. Souza and I are going to switch places, and she's going to do our spelling graph that we usually do when we get our new spelling words, okay? So we're going to switch places. Okay, so... Okay, so here we are. So let me get up close here. So here's our spelling graph, okay? So Mr. Souza is going to say the word. It's either going to be an OA, an OW, or an other. So you know that the last two spelling words are going to be your new reading words, okay? So here we go.
Okay, so our first word is boat. So I see an O and an A. So I'm going to put it under the O and the A. Okay, our next word is coat. I see OA. I'm going to put it under the OA. Loaf. OA. Road. OA. Soap. OA. Okay, now I see row. So now I see OW. So I'm going to put it under the OW. Snow. OW. Below. OW. Yellow. OW. Pillow. OW. Okay, so now this word is wild. So I don't see an OA. I don't see an OW, so where do you think this is going to go? You should have said, I'm going to put it under other. Okay? And our last word, once. So again.
If you cover the C, it says one.
Okay,
Yes,
so if I cover the C, it's the number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see an OA. And I don't see an OW. So again, where's it going to go? I'm going to put it under other. And those are your new spelling words.
Okay. So what do we notice about the graph?
Okay.
So you want to switch places?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so boys and girls. So last week you were doing graphs. So remember, we said every week we do a spelling graph. So what we did was we took all your spelling words and we organized them into the different categories of OA, OW, and other. So what do we notice about OA and OW? that they're what? I hope you're saying equal. They both have the same number of words in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so the other has the fewest or the least words. Fewest, okay? So, and I can make this a little tricky, and I'm going to step over here a minute, and if I say to you, how many more OW words than other words, you could just do a little match here and say, oh, there's 3 more OW, and there's 3 more OA than other, because there's only 2 other. Okay, so we would say 5 minus 2 is 3. So take away the 2 that matches 3. Or you could say that 2 plus blank equals 5. So 2 plus 1, 2, 3 equals 5. So there are 3 more OW and OA words than there are other, okay? So let me talk to you about the papers that are going to go along with that, okay? Okay. So on this one, you're just going to look for words that have the longer O sound, like coat, and down here like snow, okay? On the back, you're going to color the boxes of the words that rhyme with the picture that you see there, okay? On the next paper, once again, this time we're working on OA and OW. Pick the right word, circle it, and write it, okay? On the back, pick the right word that goes with the picture, circle it, and write it. Okay. So on this one, you're going to look at your picture, and this is going to make a little story about the picture. Just choose the right word. And on the back, there's a little story about tadpole to toad, and they're going to ask you questions about it. So I'm going to tell you that, and I tell this to your families every week, don't rush. You don't have to do all these papers in one day. No, you take your time and you spread it out, okay? So here's your spelling. So nice handwriting, writing your words 3 times, writing your telling sentences. And so we noticed that when we correct your work that some of you are forgetting that your sentences have to have the same number of words as your age. Don't forget to put your age in a little circle and make sure your telling sentences have that number, okay? And don't forget this word road is a street. And then you're going to turn your telling into questions, okay? And then on the back of this one, it's an unscramble. So unscramble your spelling words to make the correct word. And I believe, and I forgot to get it, but there is one more spelling paper that goes with this, and you will see it in your packet. There's one more spelling paper. So every week we work on 2 different skills. So the other skill that we're going to work on is right over here. So remember, boys and girls, when we did blends. So blends, the blends that we learned were 2 letters that say their own name, like this. Look, snow, snow. Or if I covered that, listen, blow, blah. What's the blend? BL. Snow, SN. They actually say their own name. So we did a lot of work on that, but now they're moving to 3-letter blends. 3-letter. So the first 3-letter blend is skra. So if I put this, scrap, like a scrap of paper or a scrap of food. It means a little piece. Skra. And we have spara, like spring. So this might be like a metal slinky. It's made out of spring. Or if I put an uppercase S, it would be the name of a season, spring. Okay? STR, stir, like stir up. a strap, like your backpack has straps on it, okay? Spl, spl, like splint. So if you broke your finger, they might put a iron rod and bandage it up, and it's called a splint. But we can also do this. Now it's splinter. So like if you get a piece of wood stuck in your finger, it's a splinter, okay? So the next one is SQU, which says sqw, like, let's say squish, squish. When you squeeze, which would actually be another one, squeeze something. You squish it. And the last one is THR, like oh, and look at our spelling word in there. Row, row. So there are a couple of sheets that do with that, and here they are. So this one you just look at the picture and pick the right word. This one you have to put the correct 3-letter blend to finish the word. This could be a little tricky. You might have help. I'm going to read it to you anyway. That should say, she threw the ball through the screen door. And number 10, I had a sore throat. So you just got to put the missing blend, okay? On the back, splash, you would put the right blend. You just have to write the right blend, okay? Over here, which word has a 3-letter blend? Circle it and write it. I did the first one for you. A 3-letter blend. And on the back, you just, once again, put the missing blend. So I also put a list of words, I'm going to walk very slowly, for you to say to your parents, to show them that, yep, I get it. I can blend these words that have 3-letter blends in them. And I told your parents, if you have trouble, do it another day. Do it again another day, okay? So that's so we did reading, we did phonics, which are sounds, we did spelling. So the next thing is going to be your language arts. So let me just find a paper. I don't know what happens with these. I start off so organized. Nope. Hold on a minute. Oh boy, okay, I'm gonna need this. Okay. I don't know. Where is it? You know what? I think I forgot to put it in. All right, so I'm going to tell you about it, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it here. So for language arts, remember that we've been working on proper nouns. So a proper noun is a noun, but it's the name of a noun. So on one side of your paper, they're going to show you 3 names, and your job is to pick the one that's written correctly. So when we write the name of a proper noun, do we use all capitals, no capitals, or first letter capital? So before I do it, you thinking or say it to your family, top, middle, bottom, which one do you think is written correctly? So I hope you said the bottom. That's what I hope you said, because we don't write all uppercase like that. And if it's a name, one letter has to be capital, and that's the first one, okay? So you're going to just do a one side. It's a little bit of a review on how to write names correctly, okay? So the other skill, it's really not new because we've done it before. Action verbs. So remember that action verbs are doing. And they answered the question, what did I do? What did he do? What did she do? What did the dog do? What did the pencil do? So they're words of action like running. We can run, we can walk, we can jump. Those are words of action, and they're called verbs. So I put a list of words here, and what we want to do is circle the words that are action verbs. So before I do it, you tell whoever's watching this with you. Hop. Should I circle hop? Is that an action? I hope you said yes. Yes, it is. You can hop on 1 foot, you can hop on 2 feet. Man, is that an action verb? Is that a doing word? I hope you said no. So I'm going to cross that out because man is actually a noun. It's a person. How about red? Is that an action word? Is that something you can do? The color red. I hope you're saying no. That's not an action. So that's actually an adjective. So remember, man was a noun. Okay, let's put it. This is an action verb. Red. Remember we learned about adjectives? So adjectives describe, they tell what things look like. So we can't do a red. Red is a color. Okay? The next word is read. Like to read a book. Is that an action? I hope you're saying yes, because it is. Read is a verb. Okay, I will read a book. The next word is skip. What do you think about that? Skip. Is that an action? Can you do that? I hope you said yes, because it is. Skip is a verb. You can skip. Okay? The next word is dog. Dog. Do you think that's an action verb? Dog? I hope you're saying no, because it's not. Dog is actually a noun. It's an animal, okay? And the last word is the word big. Big. Do you think that's an action word? Big? I hope you said no, because it's not. Big is actually an adjective. It tells what's the size of something. That is a big dog, okay? So, action verbs are verbs that you can do. You can walk, run, walk, jump, hop, read, skip, and many more actions, okay? So, you have a couple of pages that go with that, okay? So, the last thing I want to talk to you about today, because I'll do another video for math, is the last 2 subjects. So, social studies. So, last week I talked a little bit about a compass rose. So, a compass rose is found on a map and tells directions. So, your poem last week had a compass rose, and I just want to show you here. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'll pull this one up in a minute. Well, we'll do this one first. Do you see a compass rose? So I'm going to give you a clue. Bottom, kind of left. Bottom left. So I hope you're saying, here it is. There's your compass rose. So that's a very simple one. It has our 4 directions, north, south, east, and west, okay? So this is a map of the world, and we'll be talking more about this. Here we are. This is the United States, right in the middle here, okay? And then I have a map just of our country, the United States. Let me get it, okay? Oops, I got to stay up there. Okay, just for a minute. Okay, so there's actually 2 compass roses here. Do you see them? Do you see the 2 compass roses? So look, here's one right down there near the Pacific Ocean, north, south, east, west. And look over here. Here's the other one right in the Atlantic Ocean, north, south, east, west. So a compass rose is very helpful to show directions. Like we could say that California is in the western part of the United States. See it? The western part. And we can say that Texas is in the southern part because it's way down here in the south. North Dakota is in the northern part. And by the way, here's Montana. This is the story you're going to read about, which is also in the north. So over here on the right here we are, Massachusetts, and we are way on the east. We're actually northeast because we're north, we're up, and we're east. Here we are, right there. Okay. So this week you're going to be just filling in. How do we write the direction for abbreviation for north is an N, for east is an E, for south is an S, and for west is a W. So on the back, once again, here's our planet Earth. So there's some directions down here that they want you to do. They want you to actually draw a compass rose. You can make it very simple, okay? As long as, so you need to have your 4 directions in there. That's really important, and you need to have them in the right place. So I did want to show you on the globe, we haven't talked about this yet, but there's an imaginary line. So I know you can actually see a line here, but when you look at the planet Earth from outer space, you're not going to see this line. It's called the equator. The equator. So the equator is the warmest place on the Earth. That's why people who live in the bottom of the United States don't really have winters like California, Texas, Florida, because they're closer to the equator, okay? So you'll learn more about that in the older grades, but I do want you to know that the Earth is divided in half by an imaginary, which means that you can't see it. An imaginary line called the equator. So they're gonna ask you to do something to that, okay? And then the last subject on this video is just religion. So we are talking about how Easter comes in the spring because Jesus gets new life, and so does nature get new life. So we've been talking about that a lot. So what they have a grown-up read this to you, or you read it to a grown-up, and then it says, look at the picture, circle the signs of new life that you see. And I put that you should find at least 4. Maybe you'll find more, but I want you to find at least 4. And you'll see them. And on the back, it just reads a little bit about Jesus being alive, and that Easter is our greatest feast, and we celebrate Jesus' new life. Okay? So that's going to be your packet of work for this coming week. We will make a separate video about math, okay? So I hope you have a good week. Please don't give your family a hard time. They are trying their best. Now you try your best too. You do your best work, and I know they'll give you breaks, and on nice days, get outside and run around and have a blast, okay? So I'm going to say goodbye. God bless you. Stay safe. And I'm going to let Mrs. Sousa say goodbye. Oh.
Okay, boys and girls. Hope you and your family stay safe. So far, your work has been wonderful.
Yes,
You've been doing
has.
a very good job with it.
Yep.
So just keep it up.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Take care.